Imagine the world's most powerful weapon suddenly going off, like right now. What happens next? Well, join me as I dive into the most mind-blowing nuclear war movies and try to find the one that truly leaves me speechless. Well, trust me, these films will mess with your head and challenge everything you thought you knew about nuclear warfare. So let's dive in. So here's the thing, we live in a world where the threat of nuclear war is still very much alive. The sheer power of these weapons, the destructive force that can reduce entire countries to ash in a matter of seconds, well, it's terrifying. But these films do more than just show you the blast. They make you feel it. The paranoia, the mistakes, the crazy decisions that could spiral out of control and lead to global catastrophe. Whether it's a rogue general, a glitch in military command, or a bomb being smuggled into a Super Bowl game, these movies get under your skin. They don't just show the explosion, they show the madness that happens leading up to it. So, let's break it down. First up, we got the Cold War classic, The Hunt for Red October, a film that's all about political tension and the terrifying thought of nuclear warfare being a mere misstep away. A rogue Soviet submarine captain, a US submarine commander, and a CIA analyst all find themselves caught in a deadly game of cat and mouse, with the fate of the world hanging in the balance. Sean Connery, Alec Baldwin, two heavyweights who bring this game of international chess to life. But here's the kicker, it's not just about the men involved, it's about the chain of command. A tiny mistake could have ended in disaster, and that's what makes this film a classic. Then we have The Sum of All Fears. Now, this one is intense. You got Ben Affleck as Jack Ryan racing against time to prevent a nuclear bomb from going off in the middle of a Super Bowl. Imagine the chaos. But what makes this one hit differently is that it's not just a race against a bomb, it's a race against the growing tensions between the US and Russia. If one wrong move is made, the world could end. And Morgan Freeman, as always, delivers one of the most powerful performances, playing the calm presence of reason in all of this chaos. Now let's talk about failsafe. If The Sum of All Fears had you on edge, failsafe will have you sweating. A mistake sends a US bomber on a path to Russia, with only a few hours to stop it. George Clooney and Richard Dreyfuss shine here, bringing depth to the crisis, showing us the decision-making that could either avert or spark a nuclear disaster. The tension is palpable, and the mistakes, the flaws, the fear, you can't help but feel it. And then we have Crimson Tide. This one's a bit different. It's about a US submarine with a nuclear strike order, but there's a problem. The captain and the executive officer are at odds about whether that order is valid. Two men, one of them is going to make a decision that could either end the world or save it. And it's all about power, control, and trust. Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman bring that tension to life in a way that makes you question, how much authority do we give one person with the power to end it all? And finally, we have Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece, a comedy, a satire, a terrifying exploration of the absurdity of nuclear war? Well, yes to all of the above. Peter Sellers, in multiple roles, including the infamous Dr. Strangelove himself, shows just how crazy and unpredictable the nuclear arms race can be. The film takes a hard look at military bureaucracy and the ridiculousness of how close we came to global annihilation, and does it with some of the most memorable dark humor in cinema. So, which one really leaves me speechless? Well, it's gotta be Dr. Strangelove. The ending alone is so horrifying, it's almost funny. You got a nuclear war happening and the fate of the world rests on a single rogue decision. The fact that it shows how absurd and dangerous the whole system was, that moment when the bomb drops and we realize this could have been real, is a gut punch. It's the kind of film that makes you laugh nervously, but then makes you stop and think, what if? What if that's us standing on the edge of that cliff right now? So from the brink of nuclear war in The Hunt of Red October to the chaotic systems of power in Dr. Strangelove, these films show us just how fragile the world is. And they remind us that the threat of nuclear war isn't just something from the past. It's something we need to keep facing head on. These films are powerful, unsettling, and ultimately, they make you think. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your favorite nuclear war movie, and which one left you speechless? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed, and remember, stay creative.